Greetings from Seoul, Korea. This is welcome to GSL. This is John, and I'm here with my assistant Jay.
Hello, everyone.
We two are going to be casting the opening. We still don't have subtitles, but unlike last time, we got the scripts beforehand, so we know what we are going to translate. So here it goes. It's the first major league of Starcraft 2, the Sony Ericsson Starcraft 2 Open Season 2. We welcome you to the grand finals, which will determine the champion and the winner of the huge prize money. Starcraft 2 Open Season 2 started the round of 64 matches on October 18th, and today, after a month-long journey, we bring you the season finals. More than 2,000 people participated in the preliminary rounds, and only 64 players were qualified into the main tournament. We applaud all the 64 players and thank you all our viewers.
Sony Ericsson Starcraft 2 Open Season 2 is the largest esports league, and as the season proceeds, the games are getting more entertaining and competitive. For sure, new heroes are arising, and today we will see the second champion of the Starcraft 2 Open. A lot of people are very excited and curious to see who will be crowned.
오늘 결승전 벌써부터 많은 분들께서 과연 두 번째 우승자 어떤 선수가 될 것인지, 1억 상금의 주인공 어떤 선수가 될 것인지 많은 관심을 보내주고 계십니다. 자, 시즌 내내
also, the global fans have been showing their love and support for our players, and in result of their support, a lot of foreign players want to participate in this global Starcraft 2 tournament. This shows how global esports really is.
As we proceed, the three Starcraft 2 Open tournaments for this year, the foundation of the players are getting thicker and the play level of these players are being upgraded, which is making the game more exciting to watch. It is fun to watch how the veteran programs and passionate newcomers perform and to see them grow. And that includes the two players who are now here in Jangchung Gymnasium.
Who will follow the footsteps of our Season 1 champion Fruit Dealer and the runner of Hope Torture to win today's matches on this stage. It also makes our hearts flutter and excited. Sony Ericsson Starcraft 2 Open Season 2 sponsored by Blizzard and Sony Ericsson. We have waited a long time. Now let's meet the last two players standing out of all the contenders.
스타일리시한 경기력, 변칙적인 플레이. 소니 에릭슨 스타크래프트 2 오픈 시즌 2가 나온 슈퍼 루키 박슬 이정후.
정말 공격적이네요. 정말 방금은 진짜 막는 게 어떻게 보면 맞을 수 있는 상황임에도 불구하고
지금 조합이거든요. 조합.
64강 베이비웨라 남현우.
갖추기 힘든
어떻게 해줍니다.
못 막을 수 있거든요. 동생 추운 타이밍으로 한번 어떻게 해병을 정리를 해보는가 싶은데 이게 나갑니다.
32강 TSL 과일장수 김원기.
양쪽의 역장을 같이 쓸었거든요.
그렇죠.
예, 한쪽은 역장을 먼저 좀 쳐줬어야 되는데
16강 TSL 베이비 바이바이 신상호.
갑니다. 또! 그러니까 이번엔 자극제업이 돼 있어요. 자극제업이. 자극제업을 일단 완벽하게 거의 완벽하게 막았는데 저걸 너무 많아요. 와, 김성훈이 지금 맹독충 최대한 됐어요. 맹독충 잘 쳤어요. 잘 쳤어요. 불꽃을 잡아갔어요. 이건 테란이 완벽하게 싸우는데요.
이건 타이밍인데요.
일단 공성도 제가 멀리서부터 때리기 시작했고.
자, 이거 이정도 타이밍인데요.
결국 당신 도전이 너무 완벽했습니다.
8강 키릭스 제니스 한준.
네, 피해 극심합니다. 이렇게 되면서 이정우 선수는 아마당도 어느새 따라가고 있고 멀티태스킹. 거창과 나가버려. 이정우를 해요. 숫자도 원단을 맞고 업그레이드도 원단을 맞고 이정우 선수가 이렇게 되면 보고
1업입니다.
네, 파이어입니다. 이정우 다 공격 3개가 돼 있죠. 백덕준 피하는 컨트롤로 공성을 잡고 피하고 이정우까지 이정우 못 막을 것 같은데요. 못 막을 것 같은데요.
자, 1mm 전신 선수.
이 선수. 해병 찾게 하면서 공성을 다 데미지 한 번에 넣고요.
4강 ST 호프토처 김성재,
이정훈!
승리 이정훈 선수입니다.
공격, 공격, 그리고 또 공격. 미칠 듯한 공격 본능. 그 어떤 순간에도 그의 공격은 멈추지 않는다. 2010 스타크래프트2 해병왕 박서 이정훈.
해병입니다. 또 해병만으로 이 자리에 올랐습니다. 지난 시즌 우승자와 준우승자를 모두 꺾고 이제는 최고의 자리에 오를 준비를 마쳤습니다. 여러분, 18살의 어린 선수가 꿈을 이루려고 합니다. 박서 이정훈 선수입니다. 이정훈 선수입니다. 전 세계 해병왕 이정훈 선수. 자, 이 무대에
He's an
모셨는데요.
18-year-old player
자,
who
이에
fulfilled his
맞서
dream.
적응
His Marines are
본능을
insane,
가진
and he's
또 한
a
명의
very aggressive
우승
player.
후보를
We introduce to you
소개합니다.
Boxer.
보고 좀 땡글른 또 대응감도 아주 완벽합니다.
조용히 승리를 부르는 남자. 그가 걷는 길 위에 패배란 없다. 막강 저그의 위협. 네스티 임재덕.
자, 지금 여기서 싸우는 거 좋은 선택이 아니고 맞았는데요.
거슬러 것도 없기 때문에
이거 막혔어요. 이거 막
64강 강지영 포유 김찬민.
역장이 있어요.
32강 OGSMC 장민철.
제일 중요해요. 맹독충이 제일 중요해요. 지금 맹독충이 지금 조금 늦었는데 자, 맹독충 환영이 늦게 되는 동안 저글링이 많이 때렸고 일단 저글링 달라붙는 진영은 좋은데
지금 왔어요.
수는 김재덕 선수가 압도하고 있는 상황이에요.
16강 OGS 더웬 박상익.
김재덕 선수는 사실 그냥 무시하고 싸워도 되겠는데요. 양반이 많이 날렸고요.
하게 됐어요.
시기버스 또 들어오긴 했는데 득점의 차이가 너무 크거든요. 안되니까 지금 밀어붙이는데요. 끝날 것 같은데요. 저기 공을 올렸거든요. 마지막 뛰어나는 거 버텨보라 했는데 하지만
8강 OGS 제니오 최정민.
바퀴 많아요. 김현 선수 없어요. 이거 단단한 좋습니다. 김현 선수 약간 빼서 공성전차의 호의를 받고 싸워야 되고요.
아케이드가 스트레스를 모두 잡혔고
와, 바퀴 너무 많네요.
오로지 바퀴.
임현 선수 지금 나온다. 우리
지금
군대 너무 많이
모두가 되지
나왔는데요.
않았어요.
이건 거기가 압도적으로 이기는 싸움이죠.
이거는 쓰기 위한 이진호 선수의 준비였습니다.
시야가 들어오거든요. 공성 모두 되게 비슷적으로 왔는데
자, 올라오면서
자, 왼쪽 해병 단계 있습니다. 제라스 깰수 있거든요.
그렇습니다.
자, 테란의 본질을 완전히 점령하는 임재덕 선수의 병력. 네.
이것이 필요하고
4강 슬래시 박서 임요환.
임재덕 캡처 캡처.
그의 운영과 방어는 신도 질투하게 만든다. 뼛속 깊은 곳까지 적의 감각으로 물든 무패 신화의 사나이. 황제를 이긴 무패 저그가 간다. 네스티 임재덕.
조용하고 무겁게 최고의 스피드로 이 자리에 올랐습니다. 적을 위하여 적의 신이 잡는 듯한
He has shown impressive micro skills and accurate decision-making skills. He has shown how strong the Zerg can be. Is NesTea, also known as a detective Zerg in Korea, for his impressive skill at finding marker axis.
자, 저희는 이제 최고의 정점을 찍을 최고의 자리에 오를 두 선수를 오늘 이로 모셨습니다. 자, 우리
Now we're going to be having interview with the two players.
짧은 인터뷰를 나눠봐야 되겠지요. 자, 먼저 우리 이정훈 선수 지금 약간은 긴장한 듯한 표정인데 일단 결승에 오른 무대. 자, 오늘 장충지역간의 소감 어떻습니까?
To Boxer, you seem a little tense today. Are you nervous?
생각보다 많은 분들이 와주셔서 그것에 보답하는 정말 재미있는 경기 하도록 하겠습니다.
He says there's a lot of people here, so he wants to entertain and play a good game for them.
올해 나이가 나이가 18살이죠. 아주 어리고 또 가능성 그리고 유일하게 본인의 고집스러운 유닛 사랑이 있습니다. 자, 해병에 대한 생각, 이정훈에게 해병이란 어떤 존재인가요?
What does Marine mean to you?
해변은 그냥 저와 같다고 생각해요. 제가 해변인 것 같아요.
네.
Marine
이정훈
is like
선수
me,
본인의
and I am Marine, and
해병의 이정훈 선수.
we are one.
네, 그럼 평소에 해병 왕이다라는 이러한 닉네임에 대해서 어떻게 생각하세요? 별명에 대해서?
굉장히 기분 좋게 생각하고 있고
Okay, I just missed the question.
해병왕답게
Laughing my ass off.
해병으로 이기겠습니다.
자,
The question was, how do you think about your nickname, MarineKing?
중요한 멘트가 나왔습니다. 오늘이 결승전 무대에서 자, 임지덕 선수가 옆에 이렇게 자리를 하고
And you
있는데
missed your,
해병으로
you missed your
승리를
answer. Yeah, I missed it.
하라고 이야기를 했습니다. 자, 이어서 자, 여러분 이정훈 선수에게 뜨거운 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 해병을 약속한 사나이입니다. 자, 이어서 네스테 임재덕 선수를 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 참 놀랍죠? 저는 임재덕 선수를 보면은요, 저그의 신이 강림하지 않았나는 생각이 듭니다. 모든 것을 알고 있는 저그. 무패로 전승으로 이 자리에 올랐습니다. 본인이 생각을 하셨던 바인지요?
아니요, 한 번도
Yeah, you
생각을
came all the way to
못했어요.
final without
전승으로
losing a single game.
몰랐는데
Did you expect this?
연습을 통해서 이제 연습한 대로 이렇게 상대분들이 해주셔서 좋은 결과 있었던 것 같아요.
He didn't expect to win all the games, but he practiced a lot, and his opponents tend to play the game as his opponents when he practiced. So he was lucky to win his game.
자, 임재덕 선수. 무패로 결승에 올랐다라고 한다면 역시나 무패로 우승까지도 도전할 수 있지 않겠나는 생각이 듭니다. 자, 임재덕에게 전승 우승이란?
Will you be able to win the final without losing a single game?
꿈에 그렸던 그런
And what does it mean to you?
항상 상상만 하던 그런 것 같아요.
It was a dream of his, and he only imagined.
이 결승 무대에
and,
오르는 것
it
꿈에
will be
그리셨죠.
a dream come
네,
true.
그대로 바라셨죠. 자, 그렇다면 꿈이 이제 현실로도 이루어질 수 있을 것 같습니다. 자, 오늘 어떻습니까? 많은 게임 팬들 앞에서 전승 우승 가능하리라고 생각하십니까?
Do you think winning
최선을 다해보겠는데
without losing a single game will be possible?
모르겠지만 이정훈 선수의 해병을 오늘 전사시키겠습니다.
자,
He will do his best, and he will try to kill all the Marines boxer.
해병의 현신에게 해병을 빼앗겠다고 하는 임재덕 선수입니다. 자, 이 두 선수를 응원하고자 많은 분들 정말 이 장천체육관을 가득 메워주신 여러분들의 함성이 느껴지는데요. 자, 저희가 그 사전에 잠시 이 두 선수를 향한 질문을 좀 받았어요. 자, 접수된 그 질문을
now we're going to be asking some
드려보도록
questions
하겠습니다.
received from
자,
the
먼저 이정훈
audience.
선수에게
The
지금
boxer.
박서라는 아이디로 활동을 하고 있고 글로벌 해외 팬들에게는 박서로 알려 있어요.
You are using the name ID Boxer, but you're known as Boxer to your global fans.
그렇다면 앞으로 아이디 체인지를 아이디 변경을 할
to
의사가
what
있으신지
ID are you
있다면
planning to
어떤
change?
아이디로 활용을 하고 싶으신지요?
그냥 제가 오늘 무대에서 우승을 하게 된다면 아이디를 바꿀 거예요.
If he wins today and becomes the champion, he plans to change his ID.
어떤 뭐 생각하고 계신 아이디가 있나요?
제가 프라임 팀인데 그 트랜스포머에 보면 그 옵티머스 프라임이라는 그
He's a
아주
member of Clan
강력한
Prime,
로봇이
so if you
나오는데
look at the movie
제가
Transformer,
오늘
there's
우승하게
a
된다면
Optimus Prime.
Optimus
그
Prime.
닉네임을 써도 된다고 허락을 받았기 때문에 그 닉네임을 쓸 거예요.
네.
And he was told that he is allowed to use that name, so
Yeah, without violating any copyrights.
So he's gonna use Optimus
해야만
Prime.
가질 수 있는
It's a cool
고유
name.
아이디가 되겠군요. 참으로 이름값이 높은 아이디가 되겠습니다. 자, 해병의 현신이 로봇 옵티머스 프라임의 이름을 걸어 다음 세상에 시즌 3에서는 모습을 볼 수 있기를 희망하겠습니다. 당연히 우승을 찾아야 된다고 했었죠.
예,
Yes, you
오늘
said you were
제가
going to
우승할
win.
거고요. 임재덕 선수 그 전승 준우승을 시켜드리겠습니다.
자,
He says, I'm gonna win definitely, and he's gonna make
결승 직전까지
NesTea,
전승을 이을 수
He's gonna
있도록
make NesTea
지금까지는
runner-up,
좀, 나를 만나지 않았기
a
때문에
runner-up who
가능하다고
hasn't lost
합니다.
a single game
자, 그러면
except the
오늘
finals.
깔끔하게 승리를 거두겠다고 하는 건데 자, 임재덕 선수는 오늘 게임 몇 대 몇으로 예상을 하고 계세요?
제가 4대 0으로
What's your
이겼습니다.
expected score?
자, 전승 우승
he's gonna win 4-0.
여러분 아주 중요한 갈림길입니다. 전승 우승을 할 것인가 것인가? 전승 준우승에 그칠 것인가? 자, 전승 준결승에 그칠 것인가? 아주 중요한 부분인데요. 이 두 선수가 서로를 도발하고 있습니다. 자, 또한 중요한 것은 이 두 선수의 나이 차이기도 합니다. 자, 임재덕 선수. 올해
Two
나이가
players have
실례지만
Huge age
a
gap.
huge age gap. Yeah.
자, 아직 젊으시죠? 자, 30대가 되기 전에 반드시 해야 될 것.
NesTea
우승입니까?
is 29 years old.
자, 그럼 올해가 가기 전에 자, 동생에게 이정우 선수에게 한 말씀 하시죠. 형을 위해서 오늘 경기 어떤 식으로 풀어나가자?
오늘 해병만 써줬으면 좋겠어요.
Yeah, he's coming to boxer and he
자,
said,
가장 강력한 무기인 해병.
please just use
해병만으로 승리를
Marines.
거두고 옵티머스 프라임을 가져와야 되는데요.
Because I'm older than
형한테.
you.
자, 임정 선수에게 한 말씀 하시죠.
네, 그럼 제가 해병만 사용해서 이겨드리겠습니다.
yes, I will
좋습니다.
just use the Marines and still
자,
crush
더
you.
이상의 인터뷰는 필요 없을 것 같다는 생각이 듭니다. 자, 여러분, 이 자신만만한 두 선수에게 뜨거운 박수 함성 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 어떤 선수가 우승을 해도 참으로 이상할 것이 없습니다. 이 자리에 올랐다는 것만으로도 이 두 선수의 무게감은 출중한데요. 자, 경기에 들어가기 앞서서 역시나 이 두 선수를 든든하게 받쳐주고
Oh, yeah, so we're going
계시듯이
to be having
따뜻한
interviews
분들이
again
계십니다. 자, 두
with
선수의
their
가족분들을
mothers.
만나봤습니다.
I know a lot of
자,
you
먼저
foreign
이정호
fans think
선수의
this is
가족분부터
awkward for a
만나보시죠.
gaming show, but Korea is a very family-centered culture, so this is very customary.
가족끼리 오면서 즐거운 여행이었어요. 7년 전인가 초등학교 3학년 때 그 임요한 선수 게임하는 거를 보고 저도 프로 게이머가 되고 싶다고 일기장에도 쓰여 있고
NesTea, when he was a child, he wrote in his diary after watching Slayer as Boxer's game that he wants to become a pro gamer.
지가 좋아하는 꿈을 이루었기 때문에
But not when he was a kid,
너무너무
because he's
즐겁고
obviously as
기뻐요.
old as
경험도
Boxer.
풍부하고 실력도 좋은 것 같아요. 오늘
Now she's
결승전에
saying some stuff
팬들을
to
위한 좋은
Boxer,
경기를
fake
해줬으면
Boxer.
좋겠어요.
Yeah.
정훈아, 결승전까지 오느라고 너무너무 고생 많았다. 엄마 아빠가 뒤에서 기도할게. 우리 아들 사랑해. 화이팅.
Yeah,
We know it's been a hard road to come into the finals, and we hope you do your best, and we love you very much.
또 아주 멋진 이정우 선수를 응원하기 위해 오신 우리 이정우 선수의 가족분들입니다. 어머님이 상당히 미인이시네요. 자, 이어서 임재덕 선수의 가족 또한 만나봤습니다. 함께
Now
보시죠.
we're gonna meet NesTea's mother.
제가 일어나서 출근하고 가면 잠자 있는 모습이고 제가 퇴근해서 오면 연습실에 가
oh,
있는
I thought that was
상황이고
NesTea's interview. I'm
하다
sorry.
보니까
So Boxer
시간이 안
was a kid
맞아서
when he
얼굴
watched
보기가
Slayer's
어려워요.
Boxer's game.
처음에는 아주 그 TV를 볼 수가 없어요. 마음이 조마조마 떨리고 막 두근두근해서
She's very nervous to
그래가지고 저는
watch
아예 안 보고요.
NesTea's finals
또
games.
나중에는 그게 전화로 이겼다고 왔을 때는 막
So she couldn't
가슴이
actually
터지도록
watch them,
기뻤어요.
but when NesTea called her
내가
and told her he
참
won, she was
정직해요.
very happy.
그리고 또 순수하고 또 효자예요. 엄마를 많이 사랑하고
She's
이정훈
saying that
선수
NesTea loves
지금까지
her very
임재덕
much,
선수하고
and she's a very
승승장구
good son.
진 것 없이 아주 깨끗하게 승부로 이긴 것 알죠?
And
아마 이번에도 그럴 거예요. 지금까지 깨끗하게 승부를 이겨왔듯이 아마
And she wants
오늘
Boxer to do
그날도
well, but not
아마
enough to
잘할
beat
거라고
NesTea.
믿어요.
Some trash talks from
기대합니다.
others.
임재덕 화이팅!
And she says, NesTea fighting.
네. 임재덕 선수의 어머님은 이미 이정훈 선수에게 한 말씀 하셨습니다. 네, 현장에 직접 이렇게 와주신 두 분, 또 이 가족분들께 다시 한번 감사 말씀 드립니다. 자, 이렇게 어머님들이 영상 편지를 받았다면, 자, 오늘 이 두 선수는 어떻게 경기에 임하겠노라고 가족분들께 또 한 말씀 해드려야 되겠죠.
Now the players are going
먼저
to
우리
be
이정훈
saying
선수부터.
comments to their families.
부모님이 이렇게 먼 곳에서 와주신 만큼
His mother came a long way to see
성원에
him,
보답하겠습니다.
and he will do his best
네,
to
알겠습니다. 마치
meet their
팬분들께
expectations.
드리는 말씀처럼 약간 좀 무뚝뚝한 감이 없지 않아 있습니다만 옆에서 보면 참 진심이 느껴집니다. 자, 이어서 우리 임재덕 선수 지난번에 인터뷰 때 항상 함께 해주시는 어머님께 감사하다는 글을 본 적이 있는 것 같아요. 자, 직접 한 말씀 하시죠.
네, 일단 오늘 일단 승리를 하고 싶지만
He wants to win
못하더라도
today,
최고의 플레이로 어머니 보시기에 부끄럽지 않게
but if he doesn't,
최고의 경기
he'll still do his
펼치겠습니다.
best
엄마 사랑해요.
and play his best game, and he loves his
자,
mom.
문동주사로 유명한 우리 임주동 선수가 사랑한다는 말로 자, 어머니께 오늘 멋진 경기 선사하겠다고 약속을 했네요. 자, 좋습니다. 자, 이 두 선수가 어떤 결과를 낳던 간에 우승을 하던 준우승을 하던 간에 이 자리에 올라온 것만으로도 충분한 효도를 한 것이 아닌가 하는 생각이 들고요. 자, 이렇게 가족들의 믿음대로 또 이 팬들의 믿음대로 좋은 경기, 멋진 경기로 보답해 주시길 바라겠습니다. 자, 두 선수
So for the fans
준비되셨죠?
and all
자,
their families,
이제
we wish
본격적으로
they played
소니
a
에릭슨
very good game
섹터4
today.
시즌2 대망의 결승전 그 현장으로 모시도록 하겠습니다. 선수는 경기를 위해
Now
선수석으로
the players are going to be
이동합니다.
moving to their
여러분
booth.
큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
And momentarily, you will have Tasteless and Artosis on your screen.
Thank you.
Systems.
Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL. I'm Tasteless, and with me is Artosis. Oh my God, we're here at the finals.
It is about time, Tasteless. I was missing casting all week long.
I know, me too.
And here we are. It's going to be another great Terran vs. Zerg. And I'm going to get it in before you do, Tasteless. I think
Please.
NesTea is going to take this down 4-1 or 4-2.
I think it's possible for NesTea to do this. Boxer, a very, very good player. Excellent micro. Of course, naming himself after Slayer's Boxer. This is kind of like Neo Boxer. A lot of them calling him Foxer. Does have a chance on taking this, but it's going to be tough. NesTea has not been defeated even once in this entire GSL.
That's right. And as far as I'm concerned, a lot of people will be like, no, I love Fruit Dealer forever. But guess what, folks? This guy, he is better than Fruit Dealer. This is the best Zerg I have ever seen.
He is much cleaner than Fruit Dealer.
His decision-making is the best I've seen in StarCraft 2 from anybody, okay? Foxer has amazing micro, amazing macro, good decision-making, but NesTea, man, this guy is like a genius. I can't wait to watch this match.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I think it's going to be so cool. Of course, it's going to be a lot of matches here, so we're really going to get to see who's the finer player down here. I don't think these guys have ever played in front of audiences this big with this much pressure, and surely not with this much money on the line.
I know, with all that pressure and all this fame and glory waiting for them, it is intoxicating. You know, speaking of which, high-level play, high-level play, high-level play, high-level play. Oh yeah, those people playing various games around the world. I'm making it a little bit more fun for them, starting off right. You know what I'm talking about.
We've seen so many awesome games down here at the GSL Season 2. Far superior to what we've seen here. I would say it's Season 1. It's more than tripled in the sheer skill we've seen coming from these guys. Now, Boxer, let's talk about him for just a minute. This is a guy who is got solid micro. He's showing us you can just make Marines and actually get away with it by just pure unit control. Everybody else seems to be in this big hurry to tech up the tree to get, I got to get a Banshee first, or, maybe I should get Marauders. They seem to be a little bit stronger. He does this pure Marine style, and it seems to be very effective.
Oh, it is, man. Here he is in the finals. This guy just builds Marines. That's it. I can't really expand upon what you said, Tasteless, because it's true.
He's got this unique style. Now, we might not see him just do that. Of course, NesTea rather, but his old AD was Zergbong, is out there. He's been studying this play style. When we interviewed him, he did say that he has got a plan to counter this type of a Marine-intensive opener. But at the same time,
Boxer has been practicing as well.
Yeah.
We may see a variation what he's going to do in this game too.
And I can't actually wait to see exactly how this goes down.
Yeah.
Is Foxer going to pull out something new and surprise everyone, including NesTea? But the thing is about NesTea, he plays a very passive macro style and just tries to crush what you're doing. So as long as he understands how to deal with this style that Foxer has shown us thus far, I feel like he is a pretty strong favor going into it.
I do have to agree with you on that one. Another thing to note, of course, is the map lineup. Tell us a little bit actually about the maps that we have going into this.
Well, we have a lot of maps because it is a best of 7.
Yeah.
We have Shakura's Plateau, Lost Temple, Scrap Station, Jungle Basin, Steps of War, Zelnaga Caverns, and Metalopolis.
Yeah, and we're going to get the map information up for you guys on screen right now. And as you can see, for the first map, as Artos has said, Shakura's Plateau. And as you can see, the 3-1 here for TvZ. With these two guys.
That is funny.
Now, and now let's take a look at our next map up here. It is Lost Temple for map number 2. We're going to get that on screen. There it is.
There it
Just
is.
in a second.
Yeah.
Now, if you notice, so far on these maps, we haven't seen a lot of games from NesTea on those. Now, let's take a look at map number 3. Scrap Station, one-on-one map that could make for some very interesting openers with the Terran player. So it's going to have good defense for the Zerg. The 4th map is going to be Jungle Basin. Now, Jungle Basin, one of the newer maps out here. As we can see from our Terran player, Boxer, he's had not a hard time on that map whatsoever. Our 5th map is going to be Steps of War. Steps of War, another one-on-one map. It's a very deadly map to be on. Because you can be rushed very quickly, so you got to be careful. Now let's go on to the next map. We might not get to these maps if it ends soon, but if we get this far, it's going to be Zelnaga Caverns. Zelnaga Caverns, as you can see, with the win ratios for these guys, pretty even here. And the final map is going to be Metalopolis. I think that'll be an amazing map to watch if we do get that far. Of course, in my opinion, I think that's actually the best map ever made.
Yeah, I think most people do agree. That is really the true test of skill on that map.
Yeah. Now take a look here. There's the trophy I suppose our winner's going to get. Or yeah, we carved the heart out of the loser with that thing. But man, this is just so cool. It's such a pleasure, by the way. Everybody around the world to be down here. Such an honor, too, to be commentating StarCraft 2. Esports in Korea, of course, Korea, the mecca of esports. And StarCraft 2 is just taken over.
Yeah, and I got to say, this season, so much better than the last.
Oh, yeah.
I think everyone agrees that this season just kicked Season 1's butt. It 4-0'd it easily. An amazing season. I know people are all over the world at little parties, watching this together.
Yeah, welcome. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you so much to all you out there gathering together, watching this. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to actually get started. I wish we could just start the game. I wish that I was in charge.
I just don't want to sit here. Can we just go, please? Yeah. But I mean, it's going to be pretty sick. Now, last finals of the GSL, as you can see, by the way, tons of non-Korean fans here in the audience. But as we said before, so many. I'm sorry, I got to be talking here. You say something, please. we got to tell our PD to turn his volume down.
I know, man. All right. Well, anyways, Foxer, this guy, he was a StarCraft 1 Protoss pro gamer, switched over to Terran, really known for his micro and his macro. A lot of people have been focusing on the micro because that's what you watch during the game.
Right.
That you see the Marines spreading over and over, and it looks really impressive, which is great and all, but his macro is really great as well. Yeah. And it looks like we're actually going to go ahead and start the game.
And the game is getting ready. Game number 1 here between Boxer and NesTea. 2 old school StarCraft 1 players coming into the future here with StarCraft 2. The game has begun over here in the red. Our Terran player named himself after Slayer's Boxer. He is up here in the blue, formerly known as Zergbong. He has not lost a game yet in this tournament. He is the one, the only NesTea. Excuse me.
Well, you know, NesTea, as you said, he has not lost a single game in this tournament. Now, there are a lot of differences between this guy and between Fruit Dealer, which so many people love. And I want to go over a couple of those right now. You know, Fruit Dealer, he's kind of on a tightrope the entire game. He's very risky at times.
Right.
On the border of risk and being safe, you know, getting a lot of upgrades at once, double expanding quite often. In the meantime, NesTea never looks like he's even in trouble. He plays a very laid-back, defensive macro style most of the time. And that is just so solid, man. It's like, in theory, what you want to see a Zerg player doing.
Yeah, I guess you could say he's kind of playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, which at times can be very advantageous. Of course, there are other people who seem to break the way we see the game working, and that can be awesome as well. Now, over here, we do see Barracks on low ground. Now, and a second Barracks. I was about to say, if he makes a second, we might see aggression. Sometimes we see these players wall in this region, and then go ahead and get the command center up over here.
Now.
So, with the Zerg going for a fast expansion, I mean, this could be pretty bad news for NesTea right off the start.
Absolutely. In fact, over the past week, I have been playing a lot of Starcraft 2, and I have to say that already going 14 hatchery is risky again. In fact, it's more risky than before the patch, because now when Terran attacks you, he also has some economy behind him. So this could go very well for Foxer. It's very hard to stop. On most maps, you can simply kill the Zerg hatchery. Now, this is a much longer map, so it could be a lot harder. We'll have to see if he's worked out these timings just right.
And he sees the hatchery now. And just as Artosis said, it's risky. It looks as though Boxer, nicknamed Foxer from the foreign scene, is going to be moving in here for an aggressive play. Double SCV. Actually, triple SCV, excuse me. Oh my God, I spoke too soon. About almost a dozen SCVs here moving forward. This is not going to be a long game.
No, it's not at all. We're going to see. Can he kill him? NesTea right now does have 6 Zerglings coming out. That's a problem with such a long map, and doing something like this on such a long map, when those Zerglings pop out, it's going to become very hard for Foxer. Now here he goes, attacking into the Spine Crawler, going to take that Spine Crawler right out of there. The drone's trying to surround some Marines, but he should pull him back. He has Zerglings on the way. He's got to be careful here. If he loses too many drones, he can lose the game.
So far, the Marine and SCV control has actually been pretty stellar here. But it looks like the Zerglings could carve their way through the SCVs, and indeed they will, wiping out the remainder of these forces.
But Marines do remain.
I spoke too soon. I forgot it was Boxer playing. His Marine micro's pretty good. The Marines now getting closer. They're going to attack the hatchery, but they don't have the support of the SCVs. Remember, there are hardly any SCVs down here, just mules.
The mules, though, are making a huge difference because there's only 5 drones left. But here come a lot of Zerglings out of here. Only 4 Marines to battle against them. But now we're down to just 2. And Foxer's rush looks like it may be ending pretty soon here.
It looks like the rush has been denied. Terran's going to have to return home. Now remember, if he can get to these barracks, the game is essentially going to be over with. He can't force out any more Marines, and that could be the end of the game. But right now, remember, hardly any drones at all. And back over here, it looks like the Zerglings are going to back off.
That's right. Now, notice that, you know, he does have 8 SCVs against 7 drones, and he's also using mules. So the problem here is the mules are giving a lot more income to Foxer, who's going to keep on making Marines. We take a look at the production tab, we see he's non-stop pumping out Marines, and he's just going to keep attacking. He's going to move across with a lot of Marines, and it is going to be hard for our Zerg player to be able to stop this.
I think you are dead on with the analysis of the economics here, Artosis. You're so smart. With the Terran still having mules, he can keep, as you can see, mining here and getting a hefty amount of minerals, and that's going to allow him to do round number 2. The bell has rung, and I don't know if NesTea is going to be able to recover from this with what is essentially a brilliant time attack. He might have to even give up his hatchery.
Yeah, this hatchery definitely going down. Notice he's pulled everything back. He's trying to go up the ramp. There's just too many Marines right now. 11 Marines against 9 Zerglings. That is an easy win for Terran. Bring the SCVs as well. It's just going to be too much for NesTea. Oh, look at this. Beautiful surrounding the SCVs, but just nothing left over. Those Marines will plow through these drones now, and it looks like Foxer going to be able to take this first game down.
That is it. Expect GG. There it is. GG NesTea KO'd right away at the start.
Really good strategy plan here by Foxer. No question about it. You know, this is something that NesTea had to keep his eye on. Right now on the Korean ladder, you really cannot go 14 in hatchery. Terrans realize that by having a slight economy and attacking you, they can just drop mules and bring a ton of SCVs and still reinforce their attack.
Yeah.
So, NesTea, he was not prepared for that on that map, clearly. Hopefully he realizes, this is actually something that is almost impossible to stop.
Yeah.
You can't really go hatchery first anymore.
That's very true.
It's simply a risky build, just like it was back when Fruit Dealer was doing it in Season 1. It's a risky build again, where you might just be killed for doing it. So,
what's kind of funny about this is he named himself after Slayer's Boxer. And of course, what do we know Slayer's Boxer for best other than Marine SCV rushing or bunker rushing?
Yeah.
So talk about paying homage to your hero there, who, by the way, NesTea defeated in the semifinals. But that also, note, was NesTea's first loss
that was
in the GSL.
The entire tournament.
Talk about losing momentum now. You take out everybody, but suddenly you've hit a wall.
Yeah.
And that's a tough way to lose for the first game in a best of 7.
Oh, definitely. That's, in fact, a map that NesTea should have felt pretty good on. It's a very long map. It's as long as you live into the mid-game, late mid-game, you get a really good economy on them against Terran. And it's a long walk over there. They can't hit timing pushes that well on that map. So it's kind of a map that you feel like, okay, this is going to be my map.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win this map. But having Foxer just take it from him like that, I don't know. That might throw NesTea off a little bit.
I think so.
He has never really won anything big before, and he's had a very long career, so he might be a little bit nervous right now about that. He was cool as ice through all the other matches, but here he is in the actual finals, and that changes a lot.
That's true. The pressure is really building up here. And, of course, so much money on the line. Almost $87,000 for first place. Second place getting $30,000. That's a lot of money, too. But still, the difference between those two, talk about pressure.
One is awesome, one changes your life.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to cut to a commercial because that game was pretty short. We sometimes take breaks between every game here, but that was pretty short, so we might just go right into this next game in a minute here. The map is going to be Lost Temple, but first I want to talk about a previous map, which was Shakura's Plateau. That's a map that I think if you're Zerg, you would have wanted to have a long game on. So, all right, I was just told we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Refill your soda pop. Get some more green tea, some popcorn.
High-level play.
High-level
back
play.
at you.
We'll be back in just a little bit, guys. Don't go anywhere. This is the GSL.